Mhm. Ready. Let's go.
Nice. Well, let me first check our connections. I believe we are well connected on Binance Live. Just wanted to double check to make sure that everyone could watch us and hear us. Okay, because I haven't revealed our backstage yet. So right now people could only see the banner and which is kind of like mysterious, right? Perfect. I could hear our sound already. And greetings, everyone. I'm Moonlight. I'm so happy to host Lee's AMA session today, and we're going to dive deep into the world of Web3 gaming with Kai and also his amazing project, right? Eden Games. We will also play some gameplays for everyone to take a look. And let me first reveal our backstage over here because today Kai actually start his video so everyone could see him right now. Hi Kai, would you like to introduce yourself and your project to our audience, and let's dive into the world of amazing Web3 gaming starting from Eden's. Thank you.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Moonlight, and a pleasure to be here. And hello to the audience. So my name is Sky Leroy. I'm a Dutch founder. Started with Xbox back in 2021, leading NFT project on the XRP ledger. Still is, by the way, 3.5 years in, never stopped grinding. Also founder of Bits, which is a cross-chain NFT marketplace, which we've built throughout the bear. And basically my core focus and also my biggest ambition is Eden, and that's why I'm here, which is a gaming slash metaverse experience that we're launching on Solana in the next couple months.
Wow, in the next couple of months, it's going to launch pretty soon. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Kai, for the great introduction of Eden. And of course, well, I would like to share my screen to showcase the gameplay right now because I saw that there is a pinned tweet, right, on Eden's official X handle. I really, really can't wait to share it with everyone. Oh, but right now because I have opening too many tabs, so my laptop is a bit like stuck over there. So let's do it later. Let's talk about starting to focus on more about the project Eden, right? Do you mind to explain the game loop of Eden for those who might be hearing about Eden for the very first time, especially right now? I could see that on Binance side we have over 10,000 live audience joining us on this session already. Thank you, Kai.
Yeah, I would love to talk about Eden. So the way I would like to talk about Eden is by explaining the lore, because at the end, like, our team is a team of hardcore gamers, and one thing that I feel like is missing in one of the many of these Web3 titles is one passion, and it translates back to like the whole lore behind it, right? Like, what is this world you're creating? Because that is gaming. You want to immerse yourself into another dimension, basically. So Eden is the year is 2030. World War III is happening due to rogue AI, and all the governments are sending their best and the brightest into a spaceship called the Eden spaceship. So this spaceship that is meant to orbit Earth for like years on end as a last hope of humankind survival is forced to land back after their liftoff way too early into their mission. So they are landing back between the Euphrates and the Tigris, where, according to the Bible, the Garden of Eden was supposed to be. So basically, you as a player plays as a settler clone with a mission to rebuild the first habitable city back on Earth, and the Eden City. So back where it all began. And there's two elements into this game. We have the metaverse element and the game element. The metaverse element we call the Eden City, and the game we call the Wasteland. So within these two elements, we looked obviously, okay, metaverse is currently not a very bullish subject within crypto because of, just metaverse, most metaverses that currently been building, they just fail to retain users. So what we did is like, I think the concept of a metaverse is brilliant and it works in Web2 really good. The only thing that it changes into Web3 is the ownership part, right? So for what we did is we looked at successful Web2 titles. Think Roblox, RuneScape, Fortnite, right? Those are also seen as metaverses without, persistent real estate asset ownership that is, transparently stored. So one of the thing that all these games have in common is they have a really good and engaging game mode next to it. It's not just a beautiful world where you can walk through. What you could see, in lots of these metaverses that are built in Web3, they're beautiful, highly talented artists that made these. However, they just fail to retain users because once you've seen this world, you don't really have a reason to come back. So that's the problem that we're solving with Eden. So we have the Eden City with persistent real estate and these land plots and prefabs that give you utility in the form of like ownership and it's crafting, storage, and so on. And then obviously also the element where gamers, they have the ability to showcase their loot, to brag about their winnings, because at the end, the gamer find is very important. If that, you have this rare weapon that your friends don't have, that you can showcase it to your friends because you want to brag about it. So, but for that, you need a good game that's next to it. So what we did for the game is we basically invented our own game mode that is based on two very popular titles. So obviously, if you're looking into the first-person shooter genre, you have two very successful types. You have obviously the battle royale that everybody knows, Fortnite, Warzone, PUBG, and then you have extraction shooters like Escape from Tarkov or Call of Duty DMZ. So we combined both because at the end you don't want to do a battle royale in Web3 because you're going to have 99 losers and one winner. So you're gonna piss 99 people off. And with extraction shooters, one of the biggest problems that I feel for adoption within Web3 is like it's very time consuming, right? Like you focus on a niche if you have these matches that go over an hour. So we thought, okay, let's create a hybrid 15-minute matches within a map that is 300 by 300 meters. And each player basically has their own spawn point. So you gear up beforehand before you dive into the wasteland with a primary weapon, secondary weapon, some basic equipment. And then once you drop all 20 people of you into this map, you all have another extraction point on the other side as well. So each spawn point also has its own extraction point that is somebody else's spawn point. So there's like 20 of those spawn points / extraction points, and everybody drops in at random. And then once a player extracts, they basically quote unquote win. So everybody can be a winner theoretically, but if you die, you lose everything you brought with. If you kill somebody else, you get to pick up their shit, and then basically once you extract, you get to keep it. And keep in mind, all weapons and equipment is going to be NFTs. In the beginning, it's going to be focused on weapons. So at launch, weapons will be NFTs. Equipment is going to come a bit later. But with this, it's going to get high risk, high reward because it's different play styles. If you just want to go loot, get in, get out quickly, that's possible. There's loot boxes. There's also AI flying around that you can kill, and they also both drop loot. But if you want to go for the big winnings, you're going to have to kill a player. But are you going to kill one? Or are you going to kill two? Or are you going to kill three? And now there's a lot of different playstyles are going to be involved within this. And the match is a maximum of 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, you need to get out as quick as possible because after the timer goes to 0, you die as well. Then in addition to that, you have player-hosted tournaments, which I think what I find very interesting as well is because there's an additional layer of complexity and risk because we're going to have buy-in, like servers with a buy-in. So for example, you're a player, you create a lobby, you want to have everyone pay a buy-in fee. So let's say 20 players, everybody puts in 1 soul, then the total pool is 20 souls. So once you kill another player, they drop their soul as loot. Once you pick it up and you get out, you get to keep it. But somebody else can pick it up in the meantime as well. You can kill a player and then get killed in the meantime. You still don't get that soul. So then the other player can can pick up both loot, both the soul, exfiltrate, and win it basically. So it's high risk, high reward. We're trying to also reshape and basically innovate within the esports space. We want to disrupt it in a way where your favorite streamer also has something to lose. So, for example, there's going to be a big tournament. Everybody has to pay 10K as a buy-in. You're looking at your streamer. It's going to be a whole different dimension if your streamer also has something to lose. I think it's very fun to watch within this risky environment as well, because it's just a completely new narrative that we haven't seen, where the streamers not just only have something to win, but also have something to lose.
That is certainly, yeah, just like you say, right? Why streamers are always winning. We also wanted to see them lose some games and adding some excitement, right? Of gameplay. And thank you so much for letting us know about Eden's Game Loop. Well, especially I really curious about, you mentioned retention, right? Player retention is really, really important. But how do you attract gamers at the very beginning, especially considering, well, to be honest, we analyze in this cycle, Web3 gaming is not super trending as it used to be, right? For example, back in 2021, everyone's like playing X Infinity, right? But right now, when we talk about Web3 games, we're kind of like, well, I might want to focus more on meme tokens because I can make more money over there. So, what's the strategy for Eden to attract new users, and where are they? Who are your target players? Thank you.
So, yeah, no, that's a great question. Like for us, community management is something that's been very important, and also has been proven within the products that we launched that it's it's going to be a catalyst to growth. So, for example, we've launched Xbox 3.5 years ago. We still have a core community there full of super fans that is super excited about Eden. Same for Bits. So what we aim to do with Eden is create, and expand on that core of super fans, build a game around it to really shape a game that people want. Because at the end, that is, I think, how you build a successful title. And then we aim to, obviously, do partnerships with other brands and so on. And at the end, growth is going to be it's going to be a loop in the beginning, because if you focus on esports, you're obviously going to have to get those players inside. You're going to have to work together with streamers. You're going to have to work together on the crypto side with KOLs. But also for us to expand within not only Web3, but Web2, we are also pursuing a strategy where we actually will launch on Steam. And we're one of the, if not the first title that will launch on Steam. It will not be like blockchain integrated because they don't allow that, but there will be a light version where we'll be able to target those players. And as you probably know, if you're a gamer, Steam has a pretty big library as free-to-play titles, but usually once those free-to-play titles launch, lots of players tend to just try it out. So we aim to adhere to that quality that Web2 is really used to, and it's where it is required to succeed. As the alpha, when we rolled out, it's not going to be a huge game. We're going to confine it into this one map and some world next to it, where we can actually now make sure that what we deliver is going to be the best product possible. And we will expand on that with that group of core super fans.
Got it. Thank you so much for sharing this strategy with us, and best luck, because, well, it's really just glad to see there are still true builders in the Web3 gaming space, right? I mean, the overall environment. And my following question is, what's the long-term goal or long-term vision for Eden? And what do you see the Web3 gaming going, or how do you see this game Eden going, like in 1 year, 3 years, or even 5? Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Like we didn't build Eden as a, here's the game, we sell it, we'll build a next game, we sell it, we'll build a next game. We definitely didn't build it like that. We built it in the same way that you can see Warzone or Fortnite progressing, or Roblox. So that is also the level that we aim to be in 5 years or 3 years time. What we want to do in order to have that growth at an accelerated pace, like you could see at Fortnite, or once they introduced their creative mode, or what they did with Roblox, and what they both did is get creators on board. So obviously Warzone already had that, big name behind it, but they didn't involve creators as you see Roblox or Fortnite. And so what we aim to do is, offer tools to creators to, build fun maps, and even full-on game modes once we are 6 months, 7 months, 8 months in. And within these tools, we aim to also, that creators will be able to monetize these creations. So that will also cause a network effect within these creative environments where, creators, they feel like, okay, hey, if I actually put my effort into it, I'll get a positive ROI with, time spent equal output from a monetary standpoint. So that is what we aim to bring as well to the Web3. It's a narrative that a lot of these metaverses has been trying to as well, right? Like you buy land so you can create, and with your creation, you can actually make money. Basically, that was the main premise. However, you cannot make money if you don't have users, because who's going to pay you? So what we aim to do is we aim to create a funnel with the fun game mode that we create. We aim to extend that and maybe make changes where necessary. And then with this funnel of a user base, we aim to funnel that to basically the metaverse and the creative environment, so that everybody that is building out this world from that end will be able to get paid for it, basically, because I think that is important. If you're putting effort into something from with a lot of hours, if you're just putting in a lot of hours, that you'll get paid for that. So that is what we aim to do, to create this loop between creators and a user base. At the end, we will be the funnel and basically, the guardian of this world, to make sure that everything is adhered to the vision that we aim it to be.
Got it. So basically, well, you wanted to continue to develop the same game, right, for a long run and improve it to make the gameplay fun, to attract people, and also for content creators, make it some incentives for a long run as well. Right?
Yeah,
that is
definitely
great. Thank you so much. And well, next, let's focus on NFT collections. And do you mind to walk through the human collection and how the NFT does, right, in the Eden ecosystem overall? Thank you.
Yeah, no, great question. So what we did with the humans collection is we wanted to create a bridge between the traditional Web3 narrative of play to earn, because at the end, Eden is not a play to earn based game. Obviously, you can jump in, you can loot, you can get out. There's play to earn mechanics. You can definitely focus on that, but at the core essence, it's not a play to earn game. So we understand that within the Web3 environment, there's a lot of people that just want to earn passively, basically, quote unquote. I'm not going to say that that is these humans, but we created a way where you can still reap the rewards of playing the game, and in a way that you can still also do this while just not being a pro gamer, because I think that's important. Not everybody's a pro gamer, but we still want to attract a lot of people in our community that maybe are not pro gamers but still want to enjoy Eden from that standpoint. So the human collection will be 3D characters that you'll be able to play as within Eden, hand sculpted. It took us a long time, way too long to fine tune these. You can see that also how these PFPs are made. I think they look gorgeous, especially from a 3D character standpoint. Haven't seen many that look this good, especially if it's just like humans. No pun intended, because they're called humans.
Yeah.
But you'll also be able to stake these basically on our website. If you hear stake NFT collection, also maybe it sounds bearish to you, but there's a pure perfect synergy between, because you'll be able to lock your humans to send them out on raids, just like you would do as you would play as a human yourself within Eden. And then by sending them out on these raids, which is just a couple mouse clicks, you don't need to be a big gamer for that, you'll still be able to reap some of the rewards as you would while you would engage in Eden itself.
Nice. Thank you so much. And well, since we talk about NFT collections, how can we get wireless spots? And when's the mint day and also the mint price? Thank you.
Yeah, so mint day will be next Wednesday, I believe.
Soon.
14th. I have to talk to our marketing partner about the wireless spots, but I'm probably sure we can give you a couple to give away after this stream. That it shouldn't be an issue.
That would be great, because right now we have like 13,000 live views on Binance Live. So if we could give away some weather spots to our community members, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and there's also, if you go to our Discord, so if you go to our X account, eden.game, then you join into our Discord. We still have some activations when it comes to getting these whitelist spots. Mm-hmm. So there's one today and there's one on Friday. Ooh. And in between, it's the last week, well, there's going to be some of these activation in order to secure a whitelist spot. Whitelist is going to take 2 hours. And then after these 2 hours will be a public mint, 0.29 Sol as the price for both whitelist and public. I do expect a lot of traffic in whitelist. It's going to be over allocated, but in case there are going to be some left over, then you'll be able to scoop some on public. Just keep in mind, I think we're already down I think we only have left after pre-sales 40 or 35%. So there's not going to be that many left for whitelist or pre-sale, but it is a 10K collection, so maybe you're lucky.
Got it. Are there any guaranteed whitelist spots?
No, they're not. So it's going to be free for all. Just like the game itself.
First come, first served. Oh my.
Exactly.
Very exciting. Thank you so much, Kai, for letting us know about the whitelist spot. And friends, will pay attention to our upcoming announcement. If we secure some whitelist spot from Eden and Kai, we're going to raffle it with our community members. And now let's talk about the team. Well, what's your background? Well, in terms of your journey in the Web3 space, and what made you wanted to jump into Web3 gaming space, and also who are other people behind Eden, and what can you share with us? Thank you.
That's again a great question. Just I forgot some bullish news about the humans. Sorry, I just put it in there since there's a lot of people watching. The humans will also be your easiest access to the Eden token drop. So just staking token drop. So I just wanted to put it out there. But yeah, what brought me to go into Web3 gaming is, it's pretty simple. I've been a gamer since I was 6, playing Pokemon Yellow in the backseat of my parents' car, just chilling with Ash and Pikachu. But ever since, I never stopped gaming. Wasn't the most popular kid in high school. I always find my escape within gaming. And I'm personally, I'm not a developer. I didn't pursue game development either, but I've always wanted to do something with gaming. And then when Xbox just completely blew up, back in 2021, we saw it as an opportunity where we could actually dive into gaming, because at the end, even though NFTs aren't very bullish at the moment, I'm completely 100% confident that the narrative will come back, because NFTs in gaming just makes way too much sense. And ownership in gaming is something that's new, and then cross-chain or cross-game compatibility within assets, it's going to be a new wave. The question is when, not if. So when these two worlds basically combine, whereas we found success within NFTs, we built a big community around it, and then we saw the application of NFTs, what they could have within gaming. We thought, okay, let's just build something around it and just try our best to do it. So the first year when we were doing this, we made a lot of mistakes, obviously, because it was the first time that we did something in gaming. But then we changed things around, got a ton of good advice, and learned from our mistakes. In the last year and a half, we've built a killer team of people, and they're extremely good, working super efficiently, low burn, not like with these game studios that are in Web3. I'm not going to name any names, but they're having 1, 2, 3 million a month in burn, which is crazy. And we have a fraction of that, even while we still are near that level of quality. So I think within the Web3 space, what we're doing, I think it's extremely exciting, and I'm super happy that even though I don't have a gaming background, I can confidently say I know what a good game is, because I just have so many hours in all these different games for 25 years straight.
Wow.
So. And the team, that we're building this with is exactly the same. The founders of Xbox that we're with, they're Koen and Louis. They're exactly the same. We still game almost every day. If we do find 30 minutes, an hour, and the game development team that that we're doing this with, same story. And everybody's playing their own games, which makes it very interesting, because there's different ideas coming afloat. So yeah, it's a team of very driven people, and it's not a team of that they worked on Call of Duty or Battlefield or World of Warcraft, but it's the people that played it, and it's the people that still know how to build these titles, and often even improve. But there's tons of times that I heard from the team okay, did you see this in Warzone? It's they really screwed this up, from a game development perspective, and I hear that quite often. I think that's very bullish. And it's, you play into the narrative currently, whereas you see that indie studio growth is extremely increasing, and these AAA studio growth is actually declining because AAA studios they are basically confined within their own rule set, right? Like they had one successful title, built a killer team around it, made a ton of money, and now they have to deliver again. And they often just rely on like past titles. Just check how many Assassin's Creeds there are, right? And you can see also at the stock price at these AAA studios that it's not very well received. These complete copying, and often having to deal with how do you say that, like politically correct narratives, which is kind of crazy because at the end you just want to build cool stuff. So there's massive growth happening within these indie studios because they know how to innovate and they're not scared to do that because they don't have these shareholders that they have to stay happy. They don't have to get like hard ROI results. No, they just want to build cool stuff that they actually vibe with. And yeah, you can see that the player base sees that as well, because that's at the end, a gamer wants something they can vibe with as well, not having to play the same thing over and over and over and over.
Nice. Thank you so much for letting us know about the background of your team members at Eden. And well, Kai, since I still have plenty of time, do you mind that if we start to collect our audience questions and if you
Sure.
can answer them? Nice. Yeah. Okay, so well, apparently we got a lot of brand new members for Eden over here, right? Because people are wondering how can they start playing Eden? Is it already available on like through PC, or is there an app, and is it free to join? Thank you.
So the game will be free to play. Yeah, and in order to know when we will exactly launch, it's just best to join our Discord or follow our X account. But we, from a technical level, we will be ready for alpha within the next 2 months. With that, I mean is that we will start getting people inside once we secured and fully exhausted our first funding round, because then we just know we can just keep going. But that I don't know when it will happen. Summers tend to be easy, so don't quote me on it. But it could happen that we launch something in the next 2 months. Would also still be like 4 or 5 months out, depending on when we close our first funding round.
Nice. Thank you so much. So friends, pay attention. And I also wanted to let everyone know that right now we are actually being featured on the front page of Binance Live, which is the screen I'm sharing, right? If you go to Binance.com, find the live section, you're going to see us, whether on the Binance webpage or on Binance app, right? You can always find us at being on the very top, right, of the front page of Binance Live. And I would also like to share Eden's X handle because I know we got some awesome gameplays right here. Yes. Okay. Right now, I think, my screen is working. Previously, it was like stuck. So, which one do you want me to play? How about let's starting from this? And I also need to make sure. The sound. The sound quality is amazing.
20 players jump into the wasteland for a PvP battle extraction royale. Are you ready? Are you strong enough? Are you prepared to lose everything to win it all? Son of a bitch.
Wow, that was very powerful. This is definitely kind of like should I say, a film trailer. How much time did the team spending on creating this? Is this like screen recording of the real gameplay, or is this kind of like a prototype or AI?
Yeah, so this is actually a recording on a MacBook. So everything is recorded and played by us. We found it very important that for our gameplay trailer, because that's one of the biggest things, right? For the gamers hate, they see these amazing trailers and then it's like the game quality is just completely different. So we wanted to showcase something that actually is of a lower quality than the game itself, because this trailer has been made like I think like 3-4 months ago, and everything has been improved massively since. So you're gonna have a better experience than what you see here, which I think is very bullish.
Wow, thank you so much. So everyone, well, if you haven't given Eden a follow, you should do that because they are going to launch their game pretty soon, as well the NT collection. You definitely don't want to miss it. And so we got upcoming questions from our audience over here on Finance Live. People are wondering, will Eden be playable on mobile or just desktop?
So in the beginning, it will be playable on desktop or like even a MacBook. We find it very important that that MacBook is compatible as well. So Windows and MacBook will be available. But if we see a significant demand, we could port it possibly also to mobile. However, we do feel like we're focusing on this like more, like heavier at PvP FPS kind of thing, and also with esports. That we felt like, okay, PC is going to be the best option. Console will probably be next. But if we see a lot of demand, we could definitely look into mobile as well.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kai. And the following question, let me scroll over. Right now we have over 13.2 thousand live views, and people are asking, will Eden issue any tokens for the game, and how to ensure long-term sustainability of the token? Because, well, apparently a lot of people, just like previously you mentioned, right, they come to play a game or a certain project just for the token airdrops, and then after they got the airdrops, they simply left. So how to prevent this from happening? And also, do you have any TGE plan timeline that we could share with us? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. So your best like there's going to be in-game currency that will be a token, and your best way to front run it is buying a human. That's going to be the most obvious one. But like you said, once we do go into that alpha beta, there will not be a token instantly like integrated. So that will be your way in order to get basically your biggest back. You could see that as play turn as well, of course. But this token is going to be not only used as a governance token. That's what you see with a lot of games, that it's used as a governance token for voting, but many people just don't care, so they just sell. So we'll be making sure that there are ways where, for example, our revenue we will use a part of our revenue to buy back the tokens, so that there's going to be balance. Will be there's going to be staking possibilities as well, where you'll be able to stake it. You'll be able to buy in-game items with it. So you're actually going to need this token in the game. So what we find very important is that there's going to be a synergy between player and game growth, and also token growth. Because at the end, that is where you see lots of these titles just fail to deliver at, is that the more the game grows, the more revenue they make. The token stays the same or just goes down because people sell. But so we want to give people a reason to hold, but also the gamers that play this game, that they'll be able to use it, right? Especially if we're going to integrate it also with Web2. It will not be through Steam, will not be in an on-chain currency, but it will be an in-game currency. But it still be like using the same economics. So if the Steam version grows, there still be an increase in demand within the Web3 version, which I think is a very interesting concept. Game growth equals token growth. That's how simple it is.
Certainly. Got it. Thank you so much, Kai. Well, let's play another amazing trailer over here, because our audience were like amazed by the quality of it. Let me stop sharing this one and later share another one pretty soon. Well, friends, during the time, definitely suggest everyone to just give Eden a follow. Oh, I actually saw another short video talking about Nomad pre-sale sold out in 9 minutes. That was on May 1st. Do you mind to let us know what was it about?
Yeah, so we invited a ton of Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin-based communities, especially focused on gaming and NFTs, that to just go into our Discord, claim the role. And those people that did that, people that paid attention, they were able to join a small pre-sale, like with 100 spots, and that was sold within, I think, 9 minutes.
Wow.
So most important thing is just keep paying attention to what we're doing, and there's always ways. And those people will also be available now, I think, for whitelist.
Nice. Congratulations, friends, if you snap that in 9 minutes. Wow. Now let's watch another one. This looks so cool. Let me make sure the volume is still right. Ooh. Wow. So this is a kind of like a in-game character, right? And well, do you mind to let us know more about the background of this trailer? Thank you.
Yeah, so these are not particular traders. We find
Oh.
that content is very important in regards to growth. So we have a very talented animator that makes every week a new animation, so that we can showcase people the world of these humans, showcase them like, hey, what's going on with us in this world, and basically explain a bit of the lore just by showing these funny small animations. It's we want to leverage content for growth.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kai. And here we got another questions from the audience. So how do you separate crypto gamers and non-crypto gamers, and how to attract both different types of gamers? Because, well, apparently crypto gamers wanted to earn some cryptos, right, while playing. And, well, but for non-crypto gamers, they might think, well, what are all those steps, and what is, a wallet, and what are those crypto tokens, and how do we trade? Are there different types of games that you plan to share with two different part of the gamers?
Yeah, so it's very simple. We don't make a difference between crypto gamers and gamers. So Eden is built in a way where you'll be able to earn no matter whether you're a crypto focus or whether you're just want a game. So what I feel like is the perfect way to do play to earn well is actually by having people not notice that they're actually playing to earn, right? Because you don't want to just grind and click a button, click a button, click a button. No, you want to have fun. So you're going to have a lot of fun, and while you're going to have fun, and the better you get at having fun, you're going to be earning more, basically. So the game itself is not built on chain, because then you have to deal with, like you said, having to set up all these different wallets, having to go all through these steps. No, we just build it in a very Web2 approach. So you're just going to log in with your Epic account, or you're just going to have to create a new Epic account, and then you just play. And behind that Epic account, there's going to be a wallet. But you don't see that wallet, you don't know that wallet, but there's a wallet, and you can extract your items as NFTs within that wallet. Items cannot exist both on-chain and in the game at the same time. But once you are thinking like, hey, I have this gun, I want to sell it, or I want to see what I could get for it, you just click one button that says convert basically in-game item to on-chain, and you have it in your wallet. And then it's in your wallet. And then you can decide, okay, do I export my keys or whatsoever? But they already captured that user. And a user only, if it's a Web2 person, they're only going to be interested, like, okay, hey, I downloaded this game through Steam. I played it a ton of times because it's fun. Because at the end, that's why we are building a game. That's why I'm building this game, is because I want people to have fun. Like I had back in the days that I was, playing, 8 hours on end these different titles, because I want to give people the same experience. So once this player downloaded on Steam, played a ton of hours, and invested a lot of the hours in it, at some point they're going to think, okay, hey, wait, or here, if I download now the full version through their own website, maybe I can just actually, convert these items that I earned or won to NFTs. And then, okay, maybe this player invested 50 hours into it, got pretty good, and suddenly has an arsenal of weapons and coins that he could sell for, $1,000, $2,000, and then it's going to be even more interesting. So it's a very organic way where we try to onboard people into this Web3 gaming without, pushing Web3 in their face.
Got it. And well, here we got another question, which is also very important. And they ask, well, how is the studio funded? Are there VC backing Eden, or do you self-fund the project? Thank you.
Yeah, everything is self-funded up until now. That's why we're now doing a funding round, basically. So no, everything is self-funded. And once we secure this round, we will continue to our more alpha rollout.
Got it. Okay, and next question. People are curious about whether the next big milestones on the Eden roadmap during this quarter or in this year that you would like to share with us. Thank you.
Yeah, so the biggest one would be the alpha rollout. Once we can get publicly people into the alpha at either set times or set days or doing tournaments, I think that's going to be the biggest catalyst and the biggest milestone first. And then after we finalize that, we will be starting to work out, giving software development kits for the metaverse area, and have a team, also deployed to continue building out the wasteland. And yeah, then it's going to be milestone based, and we're going to focus on customization in the metaverse, customization for maps, and then also monetization opportunities for creators.
Nice. Thank you so much for letting us know about that. Well, I have collected a lot of our audience questions and shared with Kai over here on site. And we will also like to ask Kai, do you have any additional information that you wanted to let our audience know about and we haven't discussed yet?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. Like we've been building for a very long time, and I'm very excited to get to that next step for the alpha. So anyone that's interested, anybody that's listening that thinks, hey, this is pretty cool what they're doing, please hop into our Discord, chat with us. Feel free to tag me at Brett Punk. I was happy to answer any question. And yeah, join this journey with us while we're gearing up to our first launch.
Nice. Thank you so much, Kai, for joining us today. Well, I'm going to share the screenshot of our Bansa front page with you later, and I'll also provide a recording to you. It's downloadable, but our Binance Live Cloud might take probably 40 hours to process because every day we have like a bunch of videos that we need to process it. So probably 2 days. In 2 days, I will share the downloadable video link with you. And it was really a pleasure to meeting you over here. Best luck for the upcoming MT collection mint, and if we could have some weather spots to raffle within our community, that'll be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get that sorted. Thank you. And
Thank you so
best
much.
to everyone in the audience, and I hope to see everyone in our Discord or on our social.
Thank you. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And after Kai left here, I'm also going to continue to play some gameplays over here because I like to watch all the amazing gameplay. And Kai, just feel free to log up like you usually leave any of other Google meeting rooms. I'm just going to continue to play some trailers or video clips through the Eden official X account. Okay, I'm going to stop share over here. And let me put the music over here.
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, I thought you were saying that to the audience. No, all good, all good. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Let me continue to share the games over here because it's so cool. It is just so cool to watch. Let me see. I'm going to click on this. Here we go. Yeah, I believe there's another one. Like I wanted to show everyone. Oh yeah, it's this one. I'm going to play that. Okay, let me share my screen really quick. I'm going to change my screen sharing section over here. Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Let's start from the very beginning. And I'm going to
20 players jump into the wasteland for a PvP battle extraction royale. Are you ready? Are you strong enough? Be prepared to lose everything to win it all. Son of a bitch. Players, jump into the wasteland for a PvP battle extraction royale. Are you ready? Are you strong enough? Be prepared to lose everything to win it all. Son of a bitch. Players, jump into the wasteland for a PvP battle extraction royale. Are you ready? Are you strong enough? Be prepared to lose everything to win it all. Son of a bitch. Players, jump into the wasteland for a PvP battle extraction royale. Are you ready? Are you strong enough? Be prepared to lose everything to win it all. Son of a bitch. Players, jump into the wasteland for a PvP battle extraction royale. Are you ready? Are you strong enough?